Here we go, guys. Welcome to Situations and Baseball IQ. I'm Dave Krenzel. I'm here to help you guys figure this game out and get these situations down so you know them like the back of your hand. Let's get into it, man. This is the first one. Nobody on base. Your pitcher throws a strike. The batter swings, and it's a swinging bunt. This thing doesn't go anywhere. It goes right out in front of the catcher. Whose ball is this? It is the catcher's. Catchers, I want you to pop up. As you're getting to the ball, I want you to round it and set up your angle for the throw. Line your feet up, line your shoulders up. If you got time, shuffle and make a good throw. If the ball's still moving, pick it up with two hands. If it's not, pick it up with your bare hand. Fire strike to first. First base, you're going to be charging in on this. After you realize where the thing's going to end up, I want you to get your feet on the bag, give the catcher a big target. Good idea to call inside or outside right here. This is the situation where you're going to have to do it. Also drop third strikes. But inside and outside for first basemen, you're going to have your glove on the inside of the foul line or on the outside of the foul line. On this situation, we're going to be calling inside. Second baseman, you're going to be charging on the swing, realizing it's going to the catcher, and you become a backup for the catcher's throw to first base. Shortstop, you're going to be charging in on the swing, realizing where it's going, and then head to second base. You are the second baseman now. You can straddle that bag, get your glove up, be ready for something coming to you in case there's an error first. Third baseman, you're going to be charging in on this. You're going to be trying to get it. You're going to be called off by the catcher. I want you to go for this until the catcher gets it, unless you can clearly see it's the catcher's ball. I want you to go after this and try to get it. Pitcher, you're doing the same thing. You go after this ball, try to get it until you're called off by the catcher. Every single outfielder should be moving on this ball. The right fielder, you need to sprint in all the way in case there's a bad throw at first base from the catcher, and you need to field that ball. Center field and left field, you guys are backing up second base in case there comes a rundown or a throw to second base and an error first, and then everything's going to get ugly. So everyone has a job to do. Judge, the base runner, all you base runners, if you have nobody on and you hit a little nubber like this, if you hit any ground ball into the infield, you run straight through the bag. Do not slow down, do not slide, run straight through the bag, touch the front part of the bag with your foot, and then after you're done touching the front part of the foot, zoom through the bag, and then break it down, looking to the right, in case there is a pass ball, so you can take two. Alright guys, we're about to get into a bunch of situations. We're first going to talk about one last thing in this clip, how you throw it around at the end of a play. So, Cole got the out right here by throwing a nice little slurve. Look at that curve on there. Boom! Judge hits a little nub right to the catcher. Catcher gets him out at first. Guerrero Jr. is going to throw it around to Tatis Jr. as a shortstop. To second base, Baez. To third base, Rendon. Back to the pitcher. That's how you throw it around, guys. Yes! Let's see it one more time. Boom! Pop that mitt. Pop! 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 Got him! Alright guys, good luck. Watch these videos as many times as you can until you get it. Alright, here we go. Situations, baseball IQ, nobody on. Yelich squares around, lays down a bunt for a base hit. Real Muto's there, gets him out at first. Nice play. Catchers, in this position, you have to realize with nobody on, a left-handed speed guy is up. The bunt is in action. You have to make sure that you're aware of this. Sometimes lefties come up there and they're deep in the box, that means they're hitting. Sometimes they move up in the box, first pitch, that means they're bunting. There's other ways they do things that you can tell if they're bunting. I need you catchers to check these things out and try to guess and be right when you think that these guys are bunting. As long as it's in your mind, and then while the pitch is on its way, you see him square around, you're going to be that much more ready to call the play. You yell bunt as soon as he squares around, and you pop up out of there unless the ball is caught by you, unless he misses it. You don't leave before the ball's bunted. Catch a strike, catch a foul tip, stay in there, catchers. But once that ball's bunted, you get out of there and pop up and go get that ball. Bunters, hitters, you guys squaring around right here. We do not want the catcher to field this. We don't want to bunt it right to the pitcher. We don't want to bunt it right to the third baseman. We want to bunt it where neither three of those guys can reach it. It's right in the middle of all of them, in between the third baseman, the pitcher, and the catcher. On the left side line, on right in the fair territory, that's where you want to drop those bunts. If you're a lefty, trying to get a base hit with nobody on. Nice bunt, Yelich, but the catcher got it. Realmuto's got a cannon, you're gone. First baseman's on this, you're crashing. Once you see the ball's not yours, it's going to be fielded by either the catcher, third baseman, or the pitcher, or the second baseman. You head back to first base. Second baseman's on this. You guys are crashing. You might get a push bunt hit right at you. Don't just go and back up first. No, you sprint in, see where the bunt's going, and then you either cover first or you back up first. Shortstops, you guys got second base. Third base with nobody on and a guy squares around to bunt for a base hit. You crash. You sprint in as soon as you see him square. I want you getting the ball. I want you throwing him out. I need you to be there quick. Outfielders, you guys are all crashing in. Bellinger, you got first base. Trout, you got second base. Harper, you got third base and second base. Anything goes over that way, you guys are there. This is the bunt defense with nobody on, and you have a lefty up trying to get a base knock off a bunt. Get him. Moving on. All right, here we go. Situations. Baseball IQ. Nobody on. Ground ball hit back to the pitcher. First baseman, you cover first base. You got to get there. You middle infielders, right when that ball's hit, you're going to be moving your feet towards the ball. So realistically, you're going to be going towards the middle. But once you realize that the pitcher has fielded the ball, second baseman, you're going to go and run and try to back up the throw in case it's a bad one. Shortstop, you're going to go and cover second base in case there is an error on the throw and a play comes to second base. Third base, you're going to hang out, read, and wait for your three options of backing up second base, getting into a rundown, or running back and covering third base in case there is an error and the base runner can take two bases. Right fielder, you're backing up the play, you're backing up the ground ball, and you're backing up the throw to first base. Right when the ball's hit, you're sprinting in because it's a ground ball. And then right when you see that the pitcher has received it and fielded it and he's going to make a throw, that's when you start sprinting behind first base to back up that ball in case it gets by. Center field and left field, you guys are charging in on the contact. And when you see where the play is unfolding, you're going to be backing up second base just in case there's an error. Catcher, you're always backing up these plays right here with nobody on. Make sure that you hustle and get down the line in case the ball does get past the first baseman with a bad throw, and you can get there and field the ball and receive it and get it to second base before the base runner gets there. So a lot of risk that you guys are trying to take care of right here and try to control, and just making sure that with nobody on and a ground ball's hit to the pitcher, this is a guaranteed out right here. Pitchers, you got to step and throw. Don't freak out and hurry up and rush the throw. Make sure you throw a good strike. Make sure you have your feet. Make sure you step and throw. All right, guys, great job. Get this one down. This was an easy one right here. Make sure you're going to the right spot. All right, here we go. All right, we're back with situations and baseball IQ. Nobody on base. Let's see what we got going. Pitch to Judge. He hits one hard to the first baseman, and he gets him out. All right, let's check it out. So, hard hit ground ball to the infield. It's stopped by the first baseman. Listen, first basemen, if you get a ground ball with nobody on, you have to get in front of it and make the play. Now, if you have enough time to field the ball and sprint to first and touch the bag before the base runner gets there, then that's what you do. If you do not have enough time, then you're going to have to make a throw to the pitcher. As you noticed, Cole, after the ball was hit, made his way over to first base. The pitcher has to cover first if the first baseman fields the ball and cannot make it back in time to beat the base runner. So I'm going to do an example of this in the next slide. But for this play right here, the first baseman is going to field the ball. He's going to charge it, field it, center up, get the ball in his glove, and start sprinting to first. The second baseman is going to react to the ball off the bat, already moving in that direction, realizing it's going to the first baseman, and heading over to back him up. He's going to be there backing up that ground ball in case it gets through him. Also, the right fielder is charging on the hit. He sees the ball on the ground. He doesn't stop charging until the ball is in the possession of the first baseman. So this is all like, the risk right here, taking out of anything getting past this guy. Also you have Tatis Jr. heading to second base. He's going to be the guy that covers second base in case there is an error on this play. Also, the catcher's backing up in case there's a throw to the pitcher. Third baseman's moving in a little bit. He's going to be ready to back up anything. And, he's not really involved in this play, but he's always something. There's always something to do. So he's moving, he's reading, he's doing something too. Left field and center field, you see Trout and Harper. They're going to be backing up second base and just going to be there just in case. So as you see, everybody on the field has a job to do. They all are moving on the pitch. First baseman stops it. Pitcher's there if he needs him. He says no, so he doesn't cover. The catcher's there to back that throw up to the pitcher if it happens. But yeah, simple stuff right here. Ground ball to first base. First baseman, your job is to field that ball and touch first base with your foot before the base runner gets there. All right, moving on. Nobody on. Here we go. Situations and baseball IQ. We got nobody on. Hard hit ground ball to first base. Pushes him back. First baseman, your job is to field this ball no matter what. Field this ball. If you got to dive, you got to get back, whatever it is, field the ball. Now, if you see the base runner is going to make it there before you're going to be able to sprint to first, or you're just too far away to even make it there, this is where the pitcher is going to be covering first. Pitchers, if you have a ball, go to the left side. Nobody on. It is your job to cover first base. It's your job to go over there, to get your body going towards the line and then up the line in case the first baseman needs you. So it's a great habit. Pitchers always be moving towards first base to make this play if you throw a ground ball to that side. Second baseman, you're backing up the first baseman. You're going for the ball. You're going to field it. Then you realize it's his. Man, you got to be a backup now. You're backing that play up. Right fielder, you're backing the play up. Tatis Jr. at shortstop, dude. You're moving on the ball right when it's hit. Then you're covering second base in case the first baseman makes a bad throw to the pitcher, or the pitcher just misses it, or something happens and there's an error on the play. The catcher gets the ball, and now the base runner heads towards second. Who's going to be there? My shortstop, Tatis Jr. Rendon, man, you're hanging out. You're going on the ball, moving towards where the ball was hit, and then you realize that, man, you're going to be in a couple different situations. You're going to be involved in a rundown if there's an error. You're going to be backing up second base if there's a throw, or you're going to be running back and covering third base if you read that. Outfielders, you're backing up second base, or you're backing up the play. You're always moving. Catchers, you're always backing this play up no matter what. I don't want to hear any excuses. I know it's going to be a short throw sometimes, but you got to be there. You got to stop him from getting second base if there is a throw that gets by the pitcher. All right, guys. Hey, nobody on. Ball hit to first base. Pitcher covers. Here's the play. Nobody on. Ball hit hard to the second baseman. Who's got it? Second baseman. You got to field this ball. You got to get in front of it. You got to backhand it. You got to do whatever you got to do. Get in front of it and make a good throw to first base. Set your feet, set your shoulders. Get it done, kid. First baseman, realize this ball is not even where close to you, dude. You got to get your feet on the bag, get your target up, and be ready for a bad throw. Hoping for a good one. Shortstop, let's do the same thing. React to the ball. Go cover second base in case of an error, and you have a play coming towards second. Third base, you're going to be playing moving on the ball, and you may back up second, you may get in a rundown, or you may have to cover third. Be ready. Pitcher, I've seen some guys make you guys back this throw up. A catcher, I'm going to have you do that right here. You got to back this throw up. You got to get all the way up the line. You got to get at least behind that ball, so in case it's missed by the first baseman, you're there. Outfielders, right field, this is your ball. If it's missed by that second baseman, it looks like you should be the guy to get this ball right here. But if it happens to where it's more up the middle and the center fielder's the backup, then I need you to go up and back first base up. Back up the bad throw at first base. So this is a read play for the right fielder. Right fielder, if this is not your ball to back up, then you gotta go back up first base. But if this is your ball to back up, which most definitely this one is, you gotta get there. And in case he misses it, you gotta be there to field it, so he cannot take a second base on you. Center fielder, you're there as the backup for the right fielder in case the ball jumps off the second baseman in a different direction than it's supposed to. Left field, you're doing the same thing, backing up second base in case there's an error. Or be ready for the ball getting past both those outfielders. So there you go, guys. Judge, yeah, nice try, bud. Can't get it through the infield yet. All right, situations, baseball IQ. Nobody on. Hard hit ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop, you're going to have to body this up, center this thing up, charge the ball, make the nice route, do your job, field this ball, make a good throw to first base. First baseman, you're going to have to read the ball off the bat, know that it's going to that side of the field. Shortstop or third, find the bag, get your feet, get the target, get ready. Get ready for a good throw, get ready for a bad throw. Second baseman, you're going to be reacting to the ball. Your momentum's going to be taking you that way. I want you to stick on second base and be ready for, in case of an error, a play coming to you at second base. Shortstop, after the throw, I want you backing up second base in case there's a bad throw. Third base, man, I want you going after this ball. Sometimes there's going to be balls in between you guys, shortstop and the third baseman, which you're going to get. Shortstop's going to dive, you're going to dive, and you're going to come up with it. So don't stop after that ball. Go after that ball until you see the shortstop getting it. Left field and center field, you guys are backing this play up, man. If that ball gets through the shortstop, you guys got to be there. You have to be there backing that guy up. And catcher, man, I'm sorry, dude. You got to get there. Right fielder, you got to get there, dude. Look where you're going, right field. You're backing that play. You got to get all the way over there. So this is why the outfielders are the most tired after the game, because they got to do all this running every single play. Good job, right fielder. Man, Judge cannot catch a break. Moving on. Situations, baseball IQ, hard hit, ground ball to third base, nobody on. Third baseman, your job is to center this ball up, backhand it, dive, get it, no matter what. Stop this ball from getting past and throw a strike to first. That's your job. Field this ball and make a strike to first base. Get it done. Shortstop, you're going to be going after the ball. You're also going to be backing him up. If it's not your ball, no way, you're still running in that direction to back him up. Left fielder, you're backing this thing up right when it's hit, you're charging it, you're trying to get it before he does. If he gets past him, you're the first guy there. Center fielder, you are backing up the left fielder, or in case the ball just bounces off the third baseman, something crazy, and you're there. Second baseman, you're moving over on the play, and your momentum is going to take you to the bag. I want you staying there, covering the base in case there is a error on the throw to first. Right field, you're coming all the way over here again, and you're backing that throw up, man. If that ball gets past him, you are there to back it up. Catcher, you are also hustling down. I need you there, buddy.
Okay, finally, Judge gets a base hit. This is nobody on. Base hit to right field. Nobody on, base hit to right field. This thing gets through the infield. First off, I want to talk about the base runner, Judge. When you hit a hard ground ball, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take 3 hard steps and then look in. Obviously, if this is on the right side of the field, you're running towards first base, you're going to have a better view of this. Once you realize that the ball has gone through, that's when you want to take a turn. So you are going to either realize it right away that it's right in the hole and then start running like you're going to go for a double. Or if you're not sure, then you run straight up the line, and then when you see it go through, then you want to start taking an angle. And in the video, you can see Judge does that. He starts going forward, straight towards the base, and then he cuts out. Okay, so nobody on. Everybody's going to be moving to the ball. The right fielder, right when the ball's hit, is going to be charging this. It's on the ground. It's not in the air. It's not a fly ball. He doesn't have to see where it's going, in or back, left or right. He sees it's coming at him. It's on the ground, so he's going to read how quick it's coming at him, and he's going to charge it if he can. Try to decrease the amount of time the ball is rolling on the ground and not in your glove. What's going to happen here is the second baseman and the first baseman they're going to go after the ball. Once they see it go through, first baseman is going to hightail it back to the bag. And what you want to be prepared for is a back throw immediately from the right fielder. So your eyes are going to be on the base runner. Clear yourself from the bag. You don't want to get ran over. Watch what the right fielder plans on doing. If you know you have a right fielder that always throws to first base on every play, then maybe you need to get your foot in a safe area on the base and get ready for a throw. If not, then set your feet right by the base and get ready to put your right foot or your left foot, most likely your right foot, on the bag, depending if you're righty or lefty. So ball goes through, ball's hit to right field, first baseman sees it's through, he goes back to the bag just like Guerrero Jr. is doing right here. Second baseman, you went for it, it's through. And now what you're going to do is you're going to set up as just a mini cutoff man. You don't want to go too far out. If the outfielder charges on the ball, then don't go far out. Line up in line with second base and the ball. So once the right fielder has the ball, you want to be perfectly lined up in a straight line, just like our second baseman here is. Ozzy, get in line there. Because if he makes a bad throw, it's going to end up right where Tatis Jr. is, on the second base, on the bat. Third baseman, you're backing this up. Shortstop, you're going for the ball. It's not you. Cool. Go cover second like you should. Be ready for a bad throw. Be ready for an error from the right fielder. If this gets past him, then third baseman, you have a whole nother job. You're covering third base Shortstop, you're going to be possibly the cutoff man for third base, and second baseman, you're going to scoot back and go to second. So I know I'm jumping into another play. That's just in case of an error, but we got to talk about him. Trout, center fielder, you're the guy in case of the error, and he gets through the right fielder's legs. You're there to back him up. You have to do this. You got to be there. So this is where the outfielders have to run so much. Center fielder, you got to be there in case he misses it. If you're not, man, you're not doing your job. Left fielder, Harper, man, you're just going to go and chill out, expect bad throws, and worst case scenario is that you're going to have to go up and back up third base because there's an error, there's a bobble, there's something where this guy is not only going to take second base, but he's going to be taking third base. So that's an option that could happen right there. But what you're mainly defending against is in case there is a bobble and the base runner starts heading to second base, or in case the right fielder throws it to first base and the base runner just starts sprinting to second. I've seen that too. You're there to back up second base in case of a bad throw. Catcher, you're backing up. With nobody on, man, you're always going to be backing up. And you got to get over there. And once you realize that the play is not going to go to first, there's no ball thrown to first, that's when you have to go back home. So I think that's it, guys. I don't think I missed anything. There's a bunch of scenarios that can happen in this, but with errors and this guy taking 2 or taking 3 or even inside the park home runs, but just nobody on in a single to right field. This is a good setup.
All right, here we go. Nobody on. Base knock to left field. Judge is taking a turn. Harper charges it. Left fielders. When you have a base hit coming to you, you see it on the ground, you want to charge it. You want to center that thing up, take it on a knee, and get that thing in to the cutoff man. But you got to be ready to throw the ball all the way to first base or all the way to second base. And it's got to be a strike. Keep it low so somebody can cut it. Center fielders, you're backing up. You have to make it all the way behind him. By the time the ball gets there, you have to be directly behind him. Right fielder, you are moving in. You're charging in on the ball. You're expecting a bad throw going towards second base. You're expecting a bad throw going towards first base. You're ready to move to either way the ball is going to go. First baseman's in this situation, you're going to find first base right when the ball's hit. It's not going anywhere direct in your direction. You're going to find the bag, get your feet ready. You see it goes through. Then you're going to get off the bag. You're going to let the base runner have the bag and take his turn. And then you're going to reset up. And you're going to get ready for a throwback and get ready to tag. Get in an athletic position. Second baseman's on this one. This is not on your side of the field. You read it off the bat. You're already going towards second base. I want you to stay there and cover second base. Get ready for the ball. It's coming. Get ready for a play. Get ready for the base runner. You might be coming in hot. Shortstop. After you go for this and you dive, you backhand it, you try to make the play and it goes through, I want you to get up and I want you to go out there and be the cutoff man. I want you to direct them and I want you to put your hands up and be big. Ask for the ball. Line up exactly in line with second base and the ball. Just like Tatis Jr. did there. Rendon, man, you're gonna make this play and then it's gonna get through. Oh, too bad. You got to get back up and get ready to go to third base. You got to get ready to be on your heels in case of a bad throw. It could be a rundown situation. So there's always a job to do. Pitcher, in this situation, you see it go through, and you want to be in that general area right there to be able to back up the ball going to second base, and then accept the ball back and let's go. Keep throwing ground balls. Good job. Catcher, in this situation with nobody on, you want to make your way to back up play from third base to first base, seeing it going through. Then you want to head back to the catcher spot, home plate, and guard that spot. All right, guys, get these plays down. Great job. Moving on.
Nobody on. Base hit up the middle to the center fielder. Now listen, outfielders. When you got a ground ball hit in the infield, you charge it. And you don't stop charging it until that ball's fielded by one of the infielders. In this case, the ball went through. So you want to decrease the amount of time the ball's in the ground and not in your glove and hustle at it. If you want to take a knee, this is a great time to do it because nobody's on. Charge the ball, center it up, take a knee, see the ball in your mitt, come up ready to throw. If that base runner is heading towards second base, I want you to throw him out. If the base runner has taken too big of a turn at first base, I want you to be able to throw him out. This is where good mechanics and crow hops come in. Left field and right field, your job here with nobody on, base hit up the middle. is to back up your center fielder. You guys both have to get there. In case this ball gets past him, you're there. Second base and shortstop. When this ball's hit off the crack of the bat, you guys are hustling after it. Nothing should be getting past you guys. So second baseman, you should be diving on this ball. Once you miss it and it goes through or gets past you, whatever, get up. You were the cutoff guy. Since it was on your side of the bag, you're going to stand up there, start calling for that ball. All right? Shortstop, you're going to head over to the bat, second base. You can have your hands up. You can have your target. You can have your feet set on the bag. You can be right by it. Be ready for a throw. Be ready for a play. Okay, the guy might try to turn this into a double. Third baseman, off the crack of the bat, you're going to go after it. You're going to realize you're not in the play. You're going to become a backup guy. You're going to become a read guy. You might get into a rundown. You might have to run back and cover third base in case there's an error. Pitcher, you're going to become a backup guy. Right when this thing goes through, the ball's going to be coming back to second base. I need you there reading the play, looking at the base runner, see if he's trying to take two. If there's an error, you will be running and backing up third base. First baseman's on this ball. You see it through, you're going to be heading towards first base, staying out of the way of the base runner. Have good enough clearance, but be close enough during his turn that you're right there on the bag with a target ready for a back pick. Catchers, nobody on. Base hit up the middle. This was a ground ball. You need to be heading to first base. Act like your infielder's going to get it. Once you see it through, head back to home. All right, guys. Great job. Keep it up. Get these situations down.
Situations, baseball IQ, nobody on base. Judge is up at the plate. He crushes one. It almost looks foul, but it's fair. He's going for three. This is for sure double. We're trying to defend third base from this. Vladdy Jr. up with it. Bam, they cannot get Judge out of third. Judge had some speed today. Cole, nice pitch. Pitchers in this situation. Nobody on base, hard hit ground ball to the first base side. You have to go and cover first. Once it's through, nobody on base, you're backing up third base. We're trying to stop this guy from getting three. The throw is going to go to third. We have to back it up. Catchers in this situation, make sure you have the proper guys lining up for the throw. You're yelling out as loud as you can, 3-3-3. First baseman, once this ball goes past you, after you dive and you try to make the best stop of your life, you have to get back up and be the secondary cutoff man in this double cut. Second baseman, you're the primary cutoff man. I need you to hustle out there with your arms up, yelling 3-3-3 to the right fielder. Shortstop, you're covering second base on this play. Third baseman, you have third base. Left field, you're backing up third base. Center fielder, you're backing up right field. And right fielder's in this position. Don't wait for the umpire to call it fair or foul. You play it out no matter what, just like it's a fair ball. You can even get it and throw it all the way to the cutoff man, and then the umpire can call it foul, and that's okay. I'd rather you do that than sit there and wait for the umpire to call it foul. Don't do that. Go out there and hustle after it. Great situation. Great baseball IQ thing right here. This is a fair ball. Play it fair. If it's a foul ball, play it fair. It doesn't matter until the umpire calls it foul. All right, guys, nobody on. This is a triple to the right field line. Look who's setting up there for the double cut. Moving on. Get these down. Let's go. Situations, baseball IQ, nobody on base. Judge at the plate. He crushes one to the right field gap. Center fielder's all over it. Past him. Judge is rounding second. He's trying to take three. Bam! They get him out. Pitchers in this situation, understand we got to keep the ball low. We want them to hit it on the ground. All right. After Judge crushes this, pitchers, I know it hurts, but you got to back up third base. Don't show any motion. Get behind third. Hustle. Make sure you're there in case the ball gets past your third baseman. Catchers in this situation, you have to make sure everybody's lined up. You got to yell out 3-3-3-3. You're trying to defend this hitter from getting a triple. First baseman, you guys are following the runner. Let him pass by. Let him take his turn safely, and then follow right behind him. As soon as he touches second and takes his turn, take over second base. In case there's a rundown, a throwback, anything, you're there covering second base. I got my two middle infielders as the double cut here. Second base on your side of the field. You're going to be the lead primary cutoff man. Shortstop, you're the secondary cutoff man. Great job right there, Tatis Jr. moving out of the way once Baez received the first throw. That's nice. Bam. Bam. Third baseman, you guys are covering third base on this. Left fielder, you're backing up third base immediately when this ball's hit. You know it could be a triple. You got to get over there. Center fielder and right fielder, this is all you guys. Center fielder looked like you were on it. Nice jump. Didn't come up with a catch, but you made a good throw to the first cutoff man. Awesome job, everybody. Keep it up. Nobody on. This is a double, possible triple to right field gap. Getting them out. Everybody in the right spots. Everyone has a place to go. Moving on. Situations, baseball IQ. Nobody on base.
Judge crushes one to the left center gap. That's a for sure double, possible triple. You have a double cut lined up right there. Baez with the ball to third base. They stop him from taking 3. Hold him at 2. Pitchers, in this situation, you see a deep drive, nobody on base, immediately go down the third base line and back up third base. Read the play. If it's going to go to 4, I need you to move and back up home plate. Catchers, in this situation, read the play. If the play is going to come home, you need to line up your cutoff man for 4 if it's a fast runner. In this example, you have Judge. He's going to try to make this into 3, turn into a triple, but they hold him up at 2. We are trying to defend third base when we have a ball hit all the way in the left field gap. First baseman, in this situation, you are going to trail the runner and become the second baseman. In case right there where Baez cut it, he can back pick Judge. Also, in case there's a rundown, I need you there at second base. Shortstops, you are the lead cutoff man in this double cut situation. I need you to go out there and handle any good ball that is thrown to you from the center fielder. Third base, you were covering third base. I need you there, straddling that bag, big target. Let those guys know if they're not in line with third base. You have to line them up and let them know exactly where you want the ball to be thrown. If it's cut 3, it's cut 3. If it's cut 2, yell loud, cut 2. Center fielders on this, left fielders on this, both you guys are going after the ball. It looks like Trout got the bounce. If it goes towards the center fielder in this, left fielder, let him have it. Be vocal, communicate, call the ball. Know where you're throwing before the play in this situation. This is a ball that you're trying to defend the batter that hit it from getting a triple. Right fielder, you are the primary backup for right field in this situation. I need you there to back up second base. Any ball going to second base, you are the backup guy. Everybody's got a spot to go to. Keep it up. Situations, baseball IQ. We're talking double cuts, but nobody on. Down the left field line, you got the shortstop, second baseman as the cut to third base. They held him at 2. All right. Pitchers in this situation, nobody on. I want you throwing strikes, throwing ground balls. Fortunately, this one got through. Pitchers, you immediately, with nobody on base and a doubles hit, go back up third base. Catchers, make sure that everybody's lined up. You have 4 people right there in a straight line, ready to back up, ready to receive, and ready to cut. Everybody has a job to do. They all got to be perfectly placed. Let's go, catchers. You got to yell. You got to communicate. Let them know. First basemen. Now, here's the difference. With nobody on, you trail the runner and a doubles hit. When a doubles hit, nobody on base, you trail the runner. When there's a double hit and there's a runner on first base, that's when you become the shortcut in front of the catcher. So that is the primary difference between the first baseman's job duties with nobody on base. He's trailing the runner. The job duty when there's a runner on first base and a doubles hit, the first baseman becomes the shortcut at home. In this example, Guerrero Jr. reads the play, nobody's on. Judge crushes one down left field line. That's a for sure double. He's going to trail the runner just in case the third base wants the back pick, just in case the 2 cutoff man get the ball and they throw it back to second base. I need a guy there. With runners on first base in this situation, the right fielder can take over second base. Second baseman, shortstop, you guys are my cutoff men. Primary guys, the shortstop. Secondary guys, the second baseman. Third baseman, you're going to read this ball after you dive and try to make it. See it go to the fence. You're going to cover third base. Left fielder, get this ball in as quick as you can. There's not going to be a crow hop. I just need a short little shuffle and a throw. Keep it low. Get it through those cutoff guys if you can. Center fielder, you're backing up the left fielder, giving them confidence, telling them where to throw. Right fielder, you're backing up the right side of the field. Be ready to back up second base. And remember, with runners on first base, you can take over that base. The ball hit down to the left field line, and it's a double. In this example, nobody on. This is the setup that we want, boys. Get it going. Moving on.